Hello and welcome to Pushing Back, Ukraine Daily Brief. As the war enters its 1003rd day, these are the main developments from the past 24 hours. The update from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. Russia has lost approximately 728,300 troops in Ukraine since the beginning of the war. The number, which has not been independently verified, includes 1,050 casualties over the past day. According to the released Ukrainian figures, Russia lost 1 tank, 13 armored combat vehicles, 5 artillery systems, 1 multiple launch rocket system, 1 air defense systems, 1 drone, 8 cruise missiles, 32 vehicles and 1 piece of special equipment. Norway allocates $45 million to boost Ukraine's defense industry. The Russians launched 174 combat clashes and carried out 46 airstrikes, including 74 anti-aircraft missiles on the territory of Ukraine. They also used 300 kamikaze drones and carried out 3,000 attacks on the positions of Ukrainian troops and settlements using various types of weapons. In its latest intelligence update, the UK's Ministry of Defence reports the conflict between Russia and Ukraine has entered its 1,000th day, with Russia struggling to gain air superiority despite technological and numerical advantages. Instead, Russia has resorted to using tactical-level aviation as artillery. A major turning point has been the increased use of drones. Russia has used one-way attack drones to launch numerous attacks, allowing them to recuperate their long-range aviation fleet. This has led to increased air defense challenges for Ukraine, with Russia consistently targeting critical infrastructure and air bases. Ukraine has also effectively employed drones, striking Russian strategic ammunition depots hundreds of kilometers away. These attacks highlight Russia's vulnerability to drone attacks and the significant loss of ammunition. In its latest intelligence update, the Institute for the Study of War. Russian President Vladimir Putin intensified his reflexive control campaign aimed at Ukraine and its Western partners by conducting an ostentatious ballistic missile strike against Ukraine that used multiple reentry vehicles on November 21. Putin explicitly threatened that Russia may attack Western countries that support Ukrainian deep strikes in Russia and rhetorically connected the November 21 ballistic missile strike to Russian nuclear capabilities, a marked intensification of an existing Russian information operation that aims to use explicit threats and nuclear saber-rattling to discourage continued Western military support for Ukraine. Putin's November 21 statement demonstrates that Moscow's constant saber-rattling largely remains rhetorical. Neither the Oreshnik ballistic missile strike nor Putin's November 21 statement represent a significant inflection in Russian strike capabilities or likeliness to use a nuclear weapon. The Kremlin continues to demonstrate its full commitment to use the prospect of negotiations with Ukraine and the West to pursue nothing short of the total destruction of the Ukrainian state, despite Russian President Vladimir Putin's efforts to posture himself as amenable to peace negotiations. North Korean troops are reportedly training alongside Russian naval infantry and airborne units. North Korea's ability to learn and integrate lessons from fighting alongside Russia is likely to be significantly degraded if the Russian military command uses North Korean troops in the same highly attritional infantry-led assaults that it uses most Russian personnel. Russian forces recently marginally advanced in the main Ukrainian salient in Kursk Oblast southeast of Sudzha. Ukrainian forces recently advanced north of Vuhledar. Russian forces recently advanced northwest of Kreminna, southeast of Chasiv Yar, in Toretsk, southeast of Kurakov, northeast of Vuhledar, and likely advanced northeast of Velika Novosilka. The Russian State Duma adopted a 3-year federal budget with record defense expenditures from 2025 to 2027. In Zelensky's daily address he spoke about 3 key areas. Firstly, honoring Ukraine's resilience. On the Day of Dignity and Freedom, Ukraine reflected on its revolutions and celebrated the nation's values of independence and bravery. Zelensky emphasized the significance of dignity in Ukraine's identity while honoring the sacrifices of its defenders. Secondly, Russian missile test raises global concerns. Russia tested a new missile resembling an intercontinental ballistic missile, using Ukraine as a testing ground. Zelensky criticized Russia's continued search for weapons from allies like Iran and North Korea, underscoring the Kremlin's fear of Ukraine's sovereignty and resilience. Lastly, sanctions on collaborators announced. Zelensky signed a decree enacting measures against individuals collaborating with Russia. The initial list includes 34 individuals, reflecting Ukraine's commitment to honoring its heroes and ensuring accountability for acts of treachery. First Lady Alina Zelenska attended a mass in Rome commemorating 1,000 days since Russia's full-scale invasion. Joined by First Ladies from Lithuania, Serbia, and Armenia, she highlighted global solidarity and Ukraine's hope for peace. Zelenska also visited the Vatican's Pontifical Pediatric Hospital, recognizing its aid to over 650 Ukrainian children and advocating for international child protection strategies. Thanks for following today's updates. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. We'll return tomorrow with the latest news on the ongoing conflict.